Guys, how you doing? In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about some common traits that you have to have in order to be successful at business. Or even, if you want to give a business a go, you're going to have these common traits. And I'm not saying you're going to have all of them. And, if you haven't got some of these, then you're going to have to work on some of these to try and build them up a little bit. Also, there's probably some more that I haven't got on the list. So if I've left any out, guys, leave them down in the comments down below. So, number one, you've got to really be okay to lose money and time for that matter. If you're investing time and money into a business, there's always that risk it's not going to work. So you have to be fine with whatever money that you're putting into this thing and whatever time you're putting into this thing. You've got to be willing to lose it. But remember, guys, we never really lose. We just learn. So sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. You only fail when you give up. So, it's all a learning curve. When you go to college, you go to university, you've got to pay for your education. It's not free. So, the same with business. You're learning as you make mistakes, as things go wrong, you're learning. So, you've got to look at it that way. You've got to be ambitious. You're going to want to have to sort of better yourself. You've got to have a vision for the future. You've got to kind of, you just want to bring sort of better stuff into your life. So you've got to be ambitious. If you've got no ambition, you're kind of happy where you are, or even if you're a bit sort of, you're not happy where you are, but you're like, can't be bothered, then, it's not going to work out for you. You've got to be committed. You're going to have to keep trying some of these things. Some of these things are not going to work straight away. So, when, in business, it's all about learning. And you have to be committed. You've got to be committed to learn. So, keep learning. As new things come, keep learning. You never, ever are you ever going to be at the top and you sort of think, right, that's it, I know it all. The minute you think you know it all, that's the minute you're going to stagnate and you're going to not grow anymore. So even look at some of the world's best businessmen. They're still learning. They're learning every single day. You can never know too much. Solving problems. You have to be able to solve simple problems or even difficult problems. You're always going to run into things where you're not going to know what to do. And you're going to have to figure out, your job as a businessman is to figure out what it is that you have to do in order to solve that problem. Google, YouTube, books, talking to somebody else. There's plenty of different ways and you just have to think of some in order to sort of solve some of these problems. You've got to be self-motivated. You got to get out of bed and you got to be like sort of pumped, ready to go. If you're the sort of person that needs to go to a job and you need your boss to keep sort of telling you to get on with it, then business is probably not for you. You have to have some self-motivation, some self sort of get up and go in order to make any of this sort of business stuff work. Procrastination. If you keep putting stuff off, then you're going to really struggle with business. If you've got an idea in your head, you've got to really act on it now. If you've got a business idea or if you've already got a business and you want to do something within the business, if that idea comes, you've got to implement it now. Take action now. Make a list step by step of things that you have to do and start at number one in the list. If you keep putting this off and think, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, you'll be like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then, I'll do it next week. Next month. I'll do it when I'm 25. I'll do it when I'm 30. I'll do it when I'm 40. You'll never do it. You might as well just be honest to yourself and say business is not for you. So if you're a procrastinator, either learn how to not procrastinate or just stay as you are and don't bother in the world of business. You've got to believe in yourself. No one else is going to believe in you to start with. Or so you've got to believe in yourself. If you think to yourself, I can't do it, then you won't do it. If you think to yourself, it's not going to work, I'm going to set up a business and it's not going to work, you're going into it with a complete wrong mindset and absolutely it's not going to work. If you go into it thinking, yes, I'm going to give this my best shot, I'm going to give it a go, there's still no guarantee that it's going to work, but you give yourself the best possible chance. You've got to step out of the comfort zone. When you're starting the world of business or doing a different business or you're trying to scale up your business and you're trying to grow, you're going to have to step out your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfortable bubble, what you are in now, you can't better yourself. You're going to kind of stay where you are. When you're learning new things and you try new things, you always try things that you're not comfortable with. And as Grant Cardone says, he uses that fear as an indication is in the direction that he's supposed to be going into. So if he's sort of a bit scared or a bit nervous or, he's got to step outside the comfort zone in order to grow to the next level. And I think that's true in any business. If you want to step out, if you want to step it up to the next level, you've got to get out of that comfort zone and you've got to be comfortable with doing it. Or even if you're not comfortable with doing it, you just got to do it. Persistence. You've got to keep persisting. If something doesn't work straight away, you've got to try again and again and again. Keep trying. And don't make the same mistake again. If you try something once and it doesn't work, Don't do it the exact same way again, because obviously it's not going to work again. So, try something. If it doesn't work, adjust something. Try again. Adjust something. Try again. Try it differently. Try it from a different angle. Try it from a different angle attack. You know, keep persisting. Keep trying. Keep learning new things. You know, sometimes you're going to get success overnight, but for the most part, not. For the most part, it takes years and years and years of persistence to sort of become successful at a certain business. You got to not really care what other people think. You're going to get friends and family that are going to keep coming up and say, no, it can't be done. You're going to be a failure. If you're scared of what others think when you fail, then that's not, it's going to hold you back. It's not really going to work out for you. You got to not think what people, you got to not care what people say. People give you advice, listen to them, take it on board, but really select where the information is coming from. If the information's coming from a poor person, don't take financial advice from him. If you want to learn how to swim, don't take advice from a tennis player. You've got to learn to figure out and know what you're good at and what you're not good at. And you're never going to be good at everything. You can always learn, you can always improve, but there's always going to be a certain something that you're not going to be good at. And if you can realise that, then you can know what part of your business you can pay somebody else to do. For me, for example, I hate paperwork. I hate paperwork with a passion. I can't deal with it. It makes my head go brrr. I just can't do it. So, for example, when it comes to setting up your business and doing your taxes, I hate it. I tried doing it myself, and it just drove me insane. I just hate it, and I just can't do it. I'm just not good at it. So I've got an accountant that does all that stuff for me. Basically, I get all my tax work, all my paperwork. I chuck it all into folders for each month, all my ins and all my outs, and I give all that to my accountant. Accountant sorts it all out, sends me an email, say this is how much you got to pay. Job done. So, you know, if there's something that you're not good at, it might be speaking in front of the camera. You've tried it, you just can't do it. You don't like it, I don't know, whatever. You can't do it. Then you're going to have to find somebody else that's going to be sort of like the face of your business, if that's the sort of business that you're going after. You've got to be willing to help others. You know, if you can't help other people and you're only going into business for the sole purpose of just making money for yourself, and you really don't care about what product or service what you're putting out there, then you're going to fail. I mean, obviously, we all want to make money. That is one of the biggest deciding factor why we want to work for ourselves is to make more money. But in order to make more money, you have to want to genuinely help other people. If you don't care about other people, they're not going to care about you. They're not going to give you any money. If you put a product or a service out there that is going to help society is going to want to, they're going to want to just chuck money at you, and they're going to sort of beg for your product. You know, if you don't care about making your customers happy, guys, forget it. Business ain't for you. If you're selfish, if all you care about is yourself, then I think that is a really, really, really difficult situation to get yourself out of. If you have a look around you, people, you know, just if you work somewhere, or if, you know, your family or your friends, just have a little think about all the people that you know. Think of selfish people. Are any of them successful? Do you know a selfish person that's successful? I don't think they exist. You know, people say, Bill Gates is selfish, he's got all that money. But look at the millions and millions of people that he's helping with his software. You know, he's giving, you know, Windows, how much does it really cost? The price of what Windows cost. And how much easier it makes our lives. It's just so cheap. You know, I would say the software that we're using every single day is worth 10 times more than what we're paying for it. So, you know, you've got to be willing to go out and help other people. If you can help more people, the more people you can help, the more money you're going to make. So you've got to focus, number one, on helping other people. Helping the most amount of people that you possibly can. And then that is the way that you're going to attract more money into your business. So I hope that makes sense, guys. If you've got any more traits, put them down in the comments down below. If you disagree with any of these things that I've said, also put it in the comments down below. Alright, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell button so notified. See you soon, guys. Bye.